I'd be looking for.
There's nothing, I mean, it recently consumed something, but you don't know what it was, and there's no goods or anything in its stomach.
Yeah, okay.
A robot and a hobgoblin. That's what it recently consumed.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we should try to find the exit. I think we're gonna have to head back the way we came.
Yeah, it seems like this is a pathway we haven't been down yet, so we might have to backtrack and go a different way.
Yeah.
Are we all back and moving again? Sorry, I was...
I think everybody's back.
Okay.
If you look up here, you see the rocks, the other side of the rock slide in the beginning. In the cave
Oh. Well, do you guys think that we can move these rocks?
So, can I just perception to like study them and see if there's like any weak points?
Okay. That would also be more like a dungeoneering check. You don't
Yeah,
see
that's
anything
what I was-
weak in it.
Yeah, I'll look for some if there's any sections, if there's any place where I think that, you know, we could move these rocks, or anywhere we could apply pressure to somehow clear that up. What? I just fixed it.
What did you just fix?
No, well, I just fixed my stupid thing, but then it didn't work.
You have to target your character. Oh, there you go.
No.
There we go.
We got the same thing again. Okay. So with the 28, you determine that you think you see a way that you could move the rocks and be able to navigate it without making the entire cave come down upon you.
Okay, I'll sort of point to Solrigar the spots that I think that he should do, and I guess we'll both get to starting to move these rocks out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do a strength check. But I'll use my new at will, which makes it an athletics check.
Okay, so you're trying to move the rocks that Corbin points out?
Yeah, he guides it and I do the muscle part.
Okay. Well, you
Yeah.
are able to clear out the path.
Oh, okay, cool. It's pretty helpful not having to make strength checks anymore. Can do straight athletics. Pretty good. Solgar is now a beastly man out of combat for moving things.
He's He-Man.
He's gotten pretty buff overnight. He woke up, he felt really good. He's super buff.
Okay, well, I recognize this chamber. We should.
This is where that other thing ate me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now that I think
This
about
is-
it, you do end up in stomachs a lot, don't you?
Me too, I guess.
Yeah, strange. Neither of you guys look all that tasty.
I guess these creatures just think differently.
These creatures have
They
a
have
strange
better
opinion of
taste.
tasty.
Anything with a pulse is good enough for them. Or, I guess, anything, honestly, with you, Cameron.
Same.
Words
Well,
can hurt.
since we can't get outside, I guess we...
Well, I mean, there's no point in me taking the map outside. So, you guys, how far away do you go from the mouth of the cave before you try to bury him?
I don't know. Let's just find like a nice clearing.
Do you take all of his stuff?
I mean, yeah, I definitely want to rifle through some of his things. And say he would want us to
unfortunately
have
for you
these.
guys, he did not feel like he wanted to track things on the character sheet, so I don't know what he had.
Well, I know he had that
Um,
thing that switched stuff into platinum pieces.
The only things that I know that he had is Crystal Orb +1 and Cloth Armor. The harness that lets you use Charisma for AC and Fortitude and HP.
Well, we should at least take whatever of our funds he was carrying.
Well, I don't know
Yeah.
how much money he had because he doesn't have that on here either.
Well, I don't think he
We all
spent
have the same
anything in
amount.
town.
we had a party pool. Just assume that his whatever he was carrying is now back in the pool.
I don't think that. Yeah, but he's saying that he didn't have tracking of how much gold he had on him.
He didn't track anything on him.
Yeah, but we have a total of what we have collectively, so we can just assume nothing is lost from that.
I don't think that total's not running.
That's
is
not
it?
up to date, no.
Oh, okay, well, whatever. Wait.
Well, we all got 3,500 gold. So
Yeah,
I mean,
and he
we can
didn't.
assume that
He
had that
didn't
much
spend
gold.
anything.
Yeah, he didn't spend anything. The only thing he stole one thing. Other than that, he didn't spend any gold, so he would still have that 3,500 gold on him.
Are you gonna take his orb, his crystal orb +1, and his cloth armor +1? There's a disenchant magical item which will turn that into residuum.
Well, I'm not gonna make him be naked, but if nobody
Yeah,
objects,
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
I'll
even
take
under
the
that,
crystal
you
orb.
still have like regular clothes. What?
Well,
No,
I mean,
let's bury him in his cloak. He
I'd
doesn't
say-
need the orb though.
Yeah, we could take the orb, but I would say leave his stuff on him. The rest of it, at least. Don't want to.
I mean, how are we doing on like residuum? I'd prefer not to.
I've got about 560, so I mean, at least the orb would be nice.
All right, yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't think he was especially attached to it. I just think it would be disrespectful to take the clothes off of him.
No, we should.
And you don't find the pouch of platinum on him.
Did he sell it or something, or what? Guess we'll never know.
Maybe it fell in the pit. Who knows?
Yeah, I guess that doesn't really matter too much.
Whatever. So we'll leave. We'll just take the orb and leave everything else.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure if you have. Cody, I don't think you have the disenchant magical armor jewel. I know that even if he doesn't have ritual casting, Ignat gets to do it.
Yeah, I'm allowed to do it. I can
Alright.
do.
Then I'll ask Yunak if he would so kindly break this down and see.
Hang on.
I don't have to roll anything for this, or
No,
no
it was a
check?
common, so you get 20% of what it was worth, since it's a common.
Whoa, what's it worth?
260 gold pieces.
Did you say 3 or
You get
2?
72 gold. You get
70.
72 residuum from it.
Okay, well, I'll hand that back to him and say hopefully you can make use of this.
Thank you. I will.
Hang on. Okay. Yeah. So, you get 72 gold from it. Right now it is, and you get the gold. You get the 3,300 gold from them. Right now it is 10:45 on the 27th of Patchwell.
Well, I suppose we should head back in and try to make sure that we cleared out everything within the cave. I think there was a couple pathways left.
So we can be done with this business.
I liked it down here.
Reminds you of something else.
No. What?
So you guys are going to continue back inside. So who takes the gold?
Oh, I mean, I'll take it.
I guess he's gonna put it in his holding bag for now.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll continue back in.
I'll call to the group. I wanted to go check out that alley, that passage off of this room.
Yeah, now that we've buried in on us, we can explore more freely down here.
Okay, two things for them.
Yeah.
To your right, if you're looking, I'm assuming you're looking at this passageway down there.
Yeah.
Okay, to your right, you see what appears to be a keyhole in the door, in the wall. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what else? What was the second thing?
And then in front of you, you see the passageway is the floor is covered in some sort of goo. It's bubbling slightly.
Okay, I will. I'll walk up to the goo. I'll throw in a copper piece to see what happens.
It bubbles and the copper piece sort of disappears into the goo.
Uh-huh.
Can I make a knowledge check to see if I can find out what this goo is?
Yeah, sure.
What kind of check? Well, I'm making it a history check, whatever it is.
Okay, well then,
with,
it would normally be either a nature check or a dungeoneering check.
Yeah, I'll.
With legend lore, I'll make it a history check.
Okay, since I've never seen you use that power, can you just did you make a macro for it?
No, I didn't, because I'll tell you, it just takes any knowledge check and turns it into a history check.
Okay. So
Okay, let me pull it up to make sure. I'll just read the language.
Yes.
Trigger you would use it's a free action personal. You would make a knowledge check using a skill other than history. You make history check in place of that knowledge check.
Okay, yeah, so you're not going to need a macro for that because that's fairly simple.
Yeah, I'm just making a different check.
Okay.
So there, I'm gonna.
Well,
what can I tell
I mean,
about it with that?
you've never heard something specific exactly like this, but there's similar stuff that you can remember. Basically, it has a very low intelligence. It's not necessarily intelligent, but it has instinct, and it can be found in caves. No one really knows exactly what causes it or where it's from, but
Oh, so it's some sort of a creature?
it's
Tell that?
it's some sort of creature. Yes, it has a very it operates just on instincts, and it consumes anything that is put into contact with, other than stone. It doesn't consume stone. And it places itself. It has rudimentary moving skills. It can move very slowly over a long period of time, and it places it in places that otherwise would need to be traversed. So people might fall for it.
Yeah.
So okay, well I'll relay to the group that I've read about something similar to this. It's actually a well, I'll relay what you said. I won't repeat it, the whole thing, but it's actually a creature that and it has all those properties that you said.
Well, if it says directly over the ground, we could use Tensor's floating disc to go right over it.
Can that hold up people?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can if I get a good enough roll.
unless you guys are too fat.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I say we do that, and then I walk over to this slot, and I'll put in the stone key.
Okay, you see two keyholes.
Mm-hmm. And can I make a thievery check to see if I have any
And sorry,
instinct?
as you get closer to the thing,
Uh-huh.
you see some strange writing that you don't understand.
Okay, so it's
above
not.
it.
Is it that? So it's not deep speech then, right? So
Correct.
maybe I'll motion to Iganak maybe to come over and take a look at the writing.
I'll come over. I'll be interested by it. And would it be an intelligence check or a
It'll
history
be
check?
Arcana probably.
To do what? To recognize writing that you don't understand?
To try and, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was magic writing.
You just don't understand the language that I've written.
Oh, okay.
Well, can I roll Arcana to see if there's any, to try and detect magic?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because one of those keyholes is probably linked to the opening mechanism.
I mean, you detect rudimentary magic, but nothing fancy, like no traps or no high sorts of magic. Just basic magic which ties the keyholes to the door.
Oh, so it's a magic lock. I'd be able to, like, there's some sort of magical locking system.
Yes, like when you put the key in, you notice that like, there's no turning, there's no mechanism to pick.
Well, I haven't put it in yet because it's two.
Oh.
There's two different holes to choose from, right?
Okay. Well, yeah, there's two different locks. Yes.
So, can
Right.
everyone in the party come and look to see if they speak this language?
Yeah, everybody can come do that. I don't have an issue with that at all.
Yeah, I could have taken a power that would have let me read this. I wish I had.
There's yeah. I mean, out of character. There's some cool glasses that you might like that'll let
I
you
think
read anything.
Cody has a ritual. I'm not sure.
No, I didn't
Oh,
have
yeah.
comprehend language.
Did you
Yeah.
take on that language?
Mm.
No, I took Comrade Sucker. That was Amonis. I comprehend language.
Oh, you got to go to the
Oh.
ritual list store.
Yeah.
Maybe
Got
there
some
will be
shopping to do.
maybe there will be an eccentric young fellow there.
Ah, maybe.
So, language-wise, we have deep speech, draconic, dwarven,
Elvish.
elvish, goblin. It's not any of those.
I'm who is Dwarven?
I've got
I've
Dwarven.
been.
Oh, so we
Oh,
both
I
got Dwarven.
wasn't informed that you were looking at it. It's down here.
Wait, where is it?
It's down in this corner over here.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't
Corbin
sure what it was.
moved
Oh,
on the
okay.
spot.
Dorian, when you look at it, you can understand it as you speak Dwarvish, and you recognize that it says the two warring tribes must make peace, and must make peace. That's all it says. The two warring tribes must make peace.
Yeah, well, I'll relate that to the party, that it's what it says in Dwarvish.
so it's possible there's another key.
It sounds like there's another key on these kobolds.
I wonder if it's on the bodies that are in here.
I would imagine it's on an officer somewhere.
Yeah, it wouldn't just be left with one of these grunts. Can I go back and make a perception check to see if any of these kobolds looks more
Important.
I don't know, more armored and that sort of thing?
Sure, you must make a perception check for every single one. Though.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding.
So we're done for the session then? We'll just come back after next time after he's done all them?
Yeah, pretty much. Make a perception check.
I just did.
Oh well, it says that I'm disconnected from the server.
Oh, well, it was a 21.
Okay, I'm gonna load back in and confirm that. Well, I don't know particularly why you would lie about a 21. I mean, that's kind of a low roll to lie about. You determined that none of these. I mean, you see one that maybe looked like it was stronger than the rest, but it doesn't have the key.
Looks like it's gonna be deeper within the cave.
Yeah. Well, how large is this rock I'm standing next to?
I don't know where Ark is standing next to because my roll 20 is being retarded.
Right.
I mean, the dimensions are basically however many squares it takes up.
So it's 15
and then
feet.
they're tall. It's like 5 or 6 feet tall.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Does Soulregard look? Oh no. Right. Let's get this disc and go across this acid then.
Well,
We can do the disc, or we can move the rock.
well, actually, what I might be able to do. Where is this on my list? I know I took it. Game?
The game doesn't like you.
I'm pretty sure I bought this. Did I not?
What did you not buy?
The Salve of Slipperiness, I thought I bought that.
I thought you did too. You just might not have added it.
Okay, I guess I didn't add it, but anyway, so what I'm going to say if we wait a minute, I might be able to make use some of my alchemical tools to make something to allow us to slide the rock over to this wherever you wanted it.
Let's do it.
I'm assuming what you're trying to do is to slide that rock on top of the oozy thing.
Yep, because you said that, or whoever said that.
I said, yeah.
Yeah, the ooze doesn't dissolve rock.
I said that as part of your knowledge, Jeff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I relate it to them.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, so I'm going to. How much would I have to make to allow us to slide, to be able to push the rock? Kind of. Hold on.
I think that 2 batches of it would be acceptable.
Okay. From like to there and then like over to this way. 2 batches
Yes.
of it. Am I allowed to take like spend enough time as a short rest here to make one of them?
You know, I don't really want to allow. I'm gonna say no, not just because then that's every single time you ever make something, you're gonna say, well, I'm taking a rest, so it's free. If you take it, if you make something as part of the rest that would have been taken otherwise, I just don't want to completely eliminate the cost. That's not the intention of that class feature.
Right. Okay, that's fair. I just wanted to ask for anything.
Well, then it would cost you 250.
Yeah, and I bought I think 4. I wasn't keeping track, but it was.
It was like I think you bought 500 alchemical reagents.
Yes, 500 is what I was. Well, let me put that on.
It does take an hour to make normally without using that class feature, so it does take you an hour each time.
Okay, and while he's
floating disc would only cost 10 and only take 10 minutes, so it's up to you.
Yeah,
well,
let's just ask. All Corbin says, well, you know, what's the fastest way we can get this done?
Well, the cast Tensor's floating disc, so it'll take me 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was just giving us like an in to do that instead of waste all those regents and time.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll say then that that sounds like a faster strategy, so we'll do that instead.
Okay, hang on.
Are you intending
Okay.
to float us across, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can float back and forth. You can carry,
Okay.
at the minimum, we can carry 250 pounds, so, and that's with a 9. I have a 9 at Arcana, so I'll at least get the second one, which allows to carry about 500 pounds, so it should be a pretty much guarantee that everyone can go across on this.
Yeah.
Barring that this thing won't jump up at us as we cross.
Quick question about this boulder. I missed the initial specs of it, and like how huge or whatever it was.
It's massive.
It's as big as it is on the screen there.
Yeah, it's like if a car were solid rocks, it would be that, but larger.
Yeah, it's about 7 feet by 15, 12 feet. So
Okay, I was gonna say, what kind of DC would like that?
I mean, you can just give it a shot. Just try to roll it.
Yeah, I know. Alright, so everyone wants to definitely try to.
Everyone's just like doing their own stupid shit to try to get
Yeah,
across
he's
this
just gonna
acid.
try to roll the rock over.
Let me check something. One moment.
I don't know, 27 for a strength check seems pretty swag.
Yeah, I'm just seeing how it compares to some of the other DCs, because there's no specific DC for it. You get behind it, and you get behind it, and, you're able to push, it, 10 feet.
Don't think that's quite enough there, champ.
Yeah, well,
I mean, it's still. So then he pushes it, and without much real effort, he's able to just push it 10 feet, and this is an incredible feat of strength. You guys would be amazed. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's like 1,000 pounds. And
I am in awe.
I would be looking impressed, even though he can't really see me from behind the boulder.
so how tired is he after this?
he didn't really. It didn't really expend much effort.
Alright, well, fuck it. I'm gonna keep going until something awful happens.
Oh, I'm gonna get out of the
Until
way.
you get a hernia.
He gets a herniated disc. And then he's out of combat. Alright, so he sees it moves and he's like, huh, I really did get a lot stronger. He's like, alright, well, let's see what I can do then. And he goes for it
Fail.
again.
You're able to push
Crit
another 2
fails
squares.
and crushes me against the wall.
Make an endurance check
Okay.
because you are starting to feel the effects of doing this.
You're feeling the burn, man.
You lose a healing surge.
That's fine. Again, he's going for it.
Sometime I'll
Ooh.
kind of, and say sometimes the best answer is the simplest.
I wish he was smart enough to know what Occam's razor, the fact that that even exists. But yeah, whatever I can relate. If I could have related that to something, I totally would have. I just want to put that out there. Alright, so I'm going to ask, I know it's like against me, but since he failed, does that also take a surge, or?
Make an endurance check.
Alright. Yes.
That thing I
Use
said
another
was
surge.
whispered to myself, by the way. You wouldn't have heard it. Unless you have, like, super hearing.
You're able to push it another 2 squares.
One more for good luck, you guys. Damn it.
Endurance check.
He's just getting worn out.
You don't lose 1.
Cool. Alright. For real this time, that was practice.
Can
God
I
damn it.
come in?
You want to help? Yeah, I mean, sure.
Yeah. I don't have much strength, but
Yeah, but you can get me a 20 if you don't do too poorly, and that might help. So it's 18. Ugh, so it doesn't really help, does it?
It doesn't help you, no.
So endurance.
I could staggering note it to push it.
You could try that, I guess.
Well, you
it might blow
can't
it up.
technically staggering note isn't really a magical force. It's kind of, I mean, it's them staggering back because of the
God damn it.
Could I thundering armor
Use another
to push
surge.
it?
Well, I've lost like 4 surges. Fuck me. Okay, whatever.
At this point you're kind of committed. You can't really give up. And as thundering armor is
Alright.
another 2 squares.
Thundering armor
Would you say that's
is
cool
a
enough?
magical push.
Thundering armor. Something like that.
Another one? Alright, one more, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, one more, hopefully.
I assist with a 7.
Whatever, he's so strong.
You're able to shove it 3 squares.
Oh, I'll shove it alright.
So what happened? It doesn't. The thing doesn't do anything when it.
No, it kind of bubbles a little bit and tries to consume it, but then it realizes what it does. And then it it stops. Basically, it realizes what it was, and it stops.
Sorgar takes a moment to let out a kind of like a primal roar and hit his fist against his chest and be like, "How's that for a solution?"
Dorian puts his hand on Sorgar's shoulder and says, "Thanks. You saved me some component costs, and you're a very strong guy. Color me impressed."
Yeah, we'd all. Well, I'd be impressed as well. Mac would be impressed as well by what he just did. But I actually wanted to hear what Jared was going to say about Thundering Armor and pushing stuff like that.
Well, what is target? What is Thundering Armor target? Is it 14?
It's the second. Well, the second. Oh, it says creature.
Yeah,
It
it's
says
a creature.
I mean, it's okay.
It's the same reason that I didn't allow. I mean, in this one a little bit less.
I figured
but, I mean,
Stagger
certainly-
was like a music thing, so it doesn't make sense on a rock.
Yeah, the rock
but-
would have to hear it, so it'd be like, what?
But Thundering Armor is like an actual physical push, well, magical push, but it actually so I figured it might work.
Yeah, maybe I would have allowed it. Yeah, I guess I would have allowed it. I like when people try to stuff with their powers outside of combat. I probably would have allowed it.
Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind for next time. I'm sure I would roll against the fortitude of the rock, whatever that is, but...
Which is relatively low, yes.
Sorgar just takes a quick seat and just kind of, I don't know that he actually sweats, but yeah, I guess pants.
Well, you're physically drained by that, as evident.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's sitting down and just panting holy shit. When I say I don't know if he sweats, I mean I don't know if his race sweats like a...
Yeah, they don't. They would
Yeah.
be cold-blooded.
Exactly.
So
he just
and
sits
Corvin...
down.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's it. He just sits down holy shit.
Corvin takes a running start and jumps across to that rock.
You make it up. Hang on, let me just double check. You're making a long jump, or you're making a
long
high
jump.
jump?
Long jump. Because I don't think high jump accounts for any sort of lateral movement.
Well, a long jump with the result you just got. Hang on. So you got a 21.
Yeah, so it's 2 squares and 4 feet up.
But you got a running start, correct or no?
Yeah,
Well, then it's 4 squares and 6 feet up. Right?
right.
Yeah. So you make it up. Up to the top of it. You make it up right here.
Okay, so Corvin just perches here. And I guess I won't be able to make a running jump this time, right?
No, you will not.
Yeah,
Well,
because you have to move 2 minimum.
Can I call to him and see and ask what do you see down the hallways there?
Both directions curve from where I am. But I'll go ahead and check.
I figured before we commit ourselves to this, because it's gonna take some jumps and some stuff.
Yeah,
we should see.
I'll try to do another jump. I'm just trying to go down.
You make it.
Okay, it seems to keep going. Or here, hold on. So I'll return to the group, and I'll call to them. This one seems to keep going around a corner, to the south. So I'll take another running jump and try to get back on that rock.
Okay. You make it.
Okay, and then I'll try to jump across. Oh, that was perception.
That was a perception.
Sorry.
He's jumping across with his eyes.
15.
Um,
It's still 1 square.
yeah, you make it.
After a little while, Sorgar finally stands back up, shrugging it off and just laughing to himself, like not even like a little chuckle. He's just like really just letting it out and laughing.
So I'll call back to the group and say, I checked both directions around at least the first few corners and haven't seen anything yet. So it looks like we're just gonna have to make a decision. Or, I mean, I could continue going on one way by myself, but that could take a while if I want to go unnoticed. Just to be careful. So it's up to you guys. So I'm just proposing that I could go forward alone, try and stealth up through, but that could take a while because staying stealthy is like bad for the movement and all that. So we could just decide the direction and go for it.
I don't really think it matters. I mean, we could just head north first, and then if there's nothing up there, head south.
I agree.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just pick one and go. But we should stick together in case we encounter something else.
Let's do north so he doesn't have to jump again.
Yeah, well, now first we have to figure out how we're all getting across this, because some of us aren't as athletic as
Yeah, but
Can I throw them onto the rock?
Onto the rock is easy. It's off the rock that's getting
Whatever.
more
Yeah,
Fine,
you can. Well, I mean, it's actually a little bit difficult to be able to clear the rock because it's high off the ground. So.
Yeah, it's high
Okay,
off the
okay.
ground.
Well, running
Yeah,
jump.
but you could throw them.
Well, Sorgar's gonna go for the old run and up onto the boulder or whatever you want to call it. He's gonna try to get his ass up there.
Don't miss.
With the running jump, that makes it
Okay.
barely.
So again, he gets there. Almost. Okay, got it. Okay. So.
The rock is how tall?
it's like 7 feet up. But so the way that if you take a running jump, when you divide your result by 10, you then add 2 to like vertical distance. So, I mean, generally this actually shouldn't be that difficult for most of us.
Alright, so he's gonna look back down at them and try to think, maybe or tossing them a rope would help. You could.
I think honestly most of them will be able to clear it. I mean, mechanically that is, but as far as role play, that's fine.
So, Jarrett, you said that Solgar seemed like he barely made it with an 18.
Well, yeah, he barely cleared the vertical.
After saying that, I'll kind of turn to Ignac and say, well, if he just barely made it vertically, I could still cast the Tensor's floating disc for us that are less athletic.
Is there enough room around the rock?
So I mean, I don't know if this is being house ruled or what, but like, you guys, I mean, technically you guys only have to get over a 10 on this check to clear it with the long jump.
It's the high jump that's harder.
No. When you
Well, I'm saying that it's 5 feet up in the air that they need to make. So
yeah,
That's
a
shorter
15.
than my character.
yeah, I mean, I just posted the part from the rule book. So, I mean, you guys only need to get above a 10 on this check.
So Sorgar's gonna take his rope and dangle it off the side. That way, if they can't clear vertically, they can at least try to grab the rope and scale it from there. And then he'll call out to them like, "You guys can do it! Like, come on!"
We're gonna go for the long jump.
Yeah.
So that makes it.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're fine.
Well, is that fine, Jared?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
You guys can probably get off the rock.
Well, that's another jump that they have to do.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone can get on the rock first.
It's big enough to fit all 4 of us?
No, I'm sorry. A 13 is not enough because that's it's 4 feet, a 4 feet vertical jump, and you need 5 feet to clear to get on top of it.
What about arms?
Wouldn't you just clip the bottom of your legs and like fall on top of it? Because it's not that high.
If it's 5 feet and you jumped 4 feet, how are you going to clip it with your legs?
With your
'cause
feet. I mean, that's
Well,
talking
yeah,
about
because
hands.
it's talking. You clear 4, so your feet are 4 feet off the ground. So you like the rock would hit your shins.
By a foot, yeah, okay. So then you can try. Soroto can make a reflex save, or to try to grab him, or
I mean, if you hit his
You
shins,
can-
will he just fall forward?
That's what I was.
I could see like his
saying,
waist or like his chest if he fell down, but if it hit his shins, like
because like
that's
my
more than
character's
50%
6
of
feet
his
tall.
yeah, it's more than 50% of his body over the rock. I don't think you just hit it and just fall straight
Yeah, I would-
vertically.
I mean,
But
it's
but,
okay.
but then we'd have to have a rule on like how much you have to
Yeah.
miss by to
yeah.
hit.
I think just make like a
Character
reflex.
attributes
To,
such as weight and height don't take. They don't have a mechanical benefit for most things. So he missed the jump by a foot. He needs to make a save in order to make sure that he stays on there.
yeah.
So I'm making a save.
Yeah.
You
another
can make a save, or he
athletics.
can make a save to try to grab you up there. A reflex save.
I trust his.
That would be my
Interdex.
yeah, enter dex, right? Yeah. Oh, dex it is.
I was gonna say.
Wait,
I don't
that's
think
that doesn't count in half level, does it?
no.
No, I
No.
don't think so. Damn. All right. Yeah.
Well,
So you don't grab him. If you want to see if you can manage to stay on there, Scabbard, you can make a save as well.
That's a reflex save.
Yes, that's a Dex or Intelligence check.
Does the fact
sorry,
that I
mod,
feel rope
not
for
check.
help?
The two of you guys, actually, that would actually be much worse than that because it's a check. You fall into the acid. However, it does not consume you. It bubbles around you, and then it doesn't. It's not interesting.
Yeah.
Then just carry us over.
I thought he was. Yeah.
That's a thing. Huh.
Well, so then,
I'm gonna walk then.
just
just
right
go
through it.
back and grab these, like just ferry those guys across, pick them up, and
I'd be impressed if he can carry me.
Can I give someone a strength boost under the rock or something?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
You could help them off the rock. Yeah, or you could lay down in it and see if they can walk on you. I don't know.
Or what? I have them walk across me.
Yeah, you can fuck with the acid.
Get
see
down
what
on your
happens.
hands and knees and see if they can walk on your back. I don't know.
All
Yeah, they
right.
just sit on your back and you just crawl over.
So is any sort of jump needed now, or can we just walk up onto him?
no, let's just.
You can just walk up on him. Although he's
Okay.
gonna have to make a strength check just to try to support your weight.
Oh, so now weight has a mechanical benefit?
Well, not you, not him, but what's his the hobgoblin's like 9,000 pounds or something, isn't he?
9,000?
190, excuse you.
I weigh more than
Oh.
him. I weigh,
Oh,
well, I
well,
weigh
oh.
190 as well.
Okay, well then you're both fine.
Okay.
He's just really tall, that's all.
Okay, so all you guys are on the rock, and the Warforged is I don't know where you want to be.
He can
Wherever
just
you
walk
wanna be.
around, I
The
guess.
far guy is going to attempt to jump towards Corvin.
And then we can just walk right down. I mean, if he can stand in it, if he doesn't mind. If you don't mind,
Casually
Scabbard.
leap on over. No big deal.
I kind of asked Scabbard if he would mind getting in like a similar position so we can just simply walk down.
Scabbard takes a moment to consider and then consents.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I'm actually gonna try to jump because I don't. Ignak doesn't want to stand on him anymore.
He's self-conscious about his weight, so he's deciding to jump.
No, he just doesn't want to harm the creation he finds so interesting.
I was making a joke. God.
Yeah. So yeah, you're all good.
So I can that's enough to clear that distance. Yeah.
Yeah. I made it with
Yeah.
like 17 or whatever. It's 23. Should be okay.
Okay, well I'm gonna jump across to here then, or to like
Hey,
and
where'd
then move.
Corvin go? Oh, hey.
Doran will thank Scabbard and tell him that he owes him one.
Oh, we've got a... Huh.
Well, the cave entrance was this same direction, wasn't it? So if we go up, there might be another exit. That would be good to know about for the sun's purposes.
Either way, we've got to pretty much check out everything, so might as well pick one
Right.
and just see where it goes.
Yeah, we are gonna have to check out more.
I was going to roll a perception check just to see if I see if this road is traveled at all, or if these walkways are traveled at all.
Okay.
22.
You can see some tracks. Yes.
Oh yeah, can I tell the creature or no? Or is it like maybe an approximate
Nature
time? What about like approximately how long they've been there?
You can tell that these are it's a well traveled. I mean, some of these are fresh up to maybe an hour ago or less, an hour or less, and some of them are much longer.
I'll relay that to the party. Was the nature check able to tell what kind of creature it was?
They're kobold tracks.
All right. I'll just say that the tracks seem pretty fresh, so definitely keep your eyes open for kobold.
In this
Or-
room,
Is Corbin underneath someone?
There's a void. Look out.
where
No,
are you?
I was ahead of you guys. I'll back up.
Oh no, there's a void in the floor.
I lost me. Hold on. Oh, here we go.
Hang on. This wasn't on the right layer for some reason. This wasn't on the right layer,
Oh, well, hi.
and it's the wrong size too. It's as you walk past it, it doesn't attack you
It doesn't attack?
though. No.
Is it dead?
Yeah, that's a good. Can I do a perception to see if I can
Mhm.
see any physical reason why it wouldn't be attacking?
As you get closer, you recognize that this is just a shedded layer of skin, and
Oh.
that there is actually no worm here. That would have been really cool if it had worked properly, but it didn't.
We can make
oh
like a-
crap, another worm, and then like, no, just kidding, it was just the skin, and you're like, Jared.
We can make one of those Chinese New Year dragon things and scare people with this thing.
Actually,
Who are the Chinese?
Actually, did he say any of that, or was that a joke? Was that a joke?
I'm
Oh, that
assuming
was a
that was an
joke.
out of character joke.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Well, because I was thinking that as a note of character suggestion, we might be able to use this thing to like, wouldn't it be to like scare the kobolds, like maybe make them think that there's a worm coming or something, maybe they'll run away.
I don't know why, but for some reason, a lot of this stuff seems very Scooby-Doo. I mean, yeah, I guess.
Who's Scooby in this mechanic?
Who's Scooby Doo?
They would definitely be frightened if they saw this thing. Assuming that, well, yeah, okay, never mind. I know that who's detraction from them. I'm assuming that's pretty long though, because it looks
Yeah,
like
big
already
is this?
10 feet of it are 10 feet of it sticking out. So I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we could pull it over Silvergar, and then I could be on his shoulders, and then we would be pretty close to tall enough.
You could stand on his shoulders and just Overgar's head would like poke out of the. How big is this thing? Could we feasibly take it out of the ground? Or like
yeah.
that
I mean, it's not really in the ground. It's just the token. I mean, it's sort of just laying there.
It's just a skin, right?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no teeth or anything like that. I just wanted to put a little...
Would I be able to see? Is the skin just lying on the ground? It's not burrowed. There's not more of it.
Correct.
Burrowed? Like I wouldn't see a hole underneath it.
No.
Okay. Can I try to pick it up and see how heavy it is?
Sorry
Yeah.
about that. Do what now?
Is that a strength check?
Yeah, that'd be a strength check to pick it up.
What did I miss out on?
Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's the right thing.
What?
I
You're able
rolled a
to
four-
pick it up.
I rolled a
It's
14
really
by
heavy,
accident.
but you're really... Basically, they're making a Chinese New Year dragon to scare people from the corpse, from the skin of this purple worm, the shedded skin.
We want you to wear this skin and to scare the kobolds once we run into them.
With me on your shoulders.
Got it.
Where did Dorian go? Is he hiding? Oh, he was hiding underneath my guns. So I can lift this thing. Where does it can I so it's assumably it's pretty light, like it's not too heavy.
No,
Or
it's
is
not that bad, but it is pretty flaky. Like it might crack and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
It
and
might-
also, this thing, I mean, they don't crawl around above the surface, and they don't move while they're immerged. They burrow down and then, I think, right? So, like, if we just tried to walk it along the surface, we would look pretty silly.
I could create a smoke screen to obscure the bottom of it so they couldn't see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that, I guess.
Well, so I'd be able to see that it's kind of flaky, and I'd be able to tell that it might fall apart.
Yes.
Well, if it's gonna fall apart, let's just leave it.
yeah, if kobolds are
Right.
here, maybe we could convince them to leave in a different manner. If they were fighting with the goblins, they might be interested to hear that we were able to defeat them.
Well, they're not gonna be our friends. They're gonna think, oh good, those goblins are gone. Now we just have to kill these fucking idiots.
Maybe if we can scare them enough, they might be.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I
if
think
they
that's
were at
probably
a
our best.
standstill.
That's probably our best bet, considering we're all sort of beat up.
Okay. We'll move on then.
Oh, hello. Turn off your light. Oh, damn it. Was I fast enough? Was I able to yell that back to him before he came around the corner?
Yeah, could have if you wanted to.
I would like to do that.
It's up to him if he would react fast enough or not.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
a reflex. Let's hope we do that.
Is it a reflex save?
Sure, why not? Roll a reflex save to see if you stop fast enough.
To see if who's rolling.
You are, to see if you reacted to Corbin telling you to turn off your light fast enough.
Turn off your flashlight, is what he's saying.
No, not a check. Just the mod. Well, that just includes half level and half level. So yeah, that's enough. You're not.
Half level 3, that's 20.
Okay. And so, I'll do a perception check on these kobolds, and then what kind of knowledge check is it on these guys?
Nature check.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Probably not. Okay, so I'll whisper to the group that's behind me that I see I see two creatures in the distance. So if you guys move quickly, I think that's a dim light in front of them, right?
Yes, that's dim light.
Okay. So I think some of you guys might be able to see them.
Well, I can't, because I guess the lighting is wrong or something, but I have low light vision.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you turned off the light source, so there was no light source.
Right. So there's a dim light.
Yeah,
All the way
there
down
is
the hallway.
if you come around the corner.
I'll try to come around the corner.
Yeah, just come, and then I guess I should do a stealth check.
Seems like they're guarding some sort of door.
Yeah.
Okay, why does some of these mushroom things give me a really low, crappy light, and some of them give me full vision?
Because I guess I messed up on when I created some of them, so sorry about that. What are you doing, Ignor?
Oh, I'm just moving around he told me to move around the corner so I could see, but I can't see them, so I'm just wherever I am. I can't tell where I am, so
I should have fixed the dim light on that one for people with low light vision.
Oh, I can see. Oh, sorry, I can see them now. In the edge of that light.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah. So
I can see them
anyone that can see them can do their nature check.
Oh yeah, I'll try. That's even worse.
Let's try mine. Mine's not much better. I got one more than you.
You guys are horrible, man.
I have no nature skill, but no.
No, none of you guys remember anything about kobolds ever in your life.
What are
Wish I-
these creatures?
That's
I wish
amazing.
I wish we'd taken a rest. I could have used my power again.
You guys didn't say that you took a rest, though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so I'll confer with the group. Our options are
What are
to
kobolds?
go.
What's a kobold?
Yeah,
What's a
I don't know.
kobold, guys?
I don't know what these are. Do you guys want to approach them or approach them cautiously or treat them as hostile? They were just fighting those goblins that we got rid of. They might be a little.
Well, I have something called pyrotechnics ritual. I could maybe set it off and distract them to where we could, if we're going to try to intimidate them, that might be able to scare them a little bit. Maybe they'll let us in if they think we have some sort of crazy magic, or if it distracts them, we might be able to just run right past them. But running right into the kobold lair might not be very smart.
I think if we surprised them with something like that, they would just run back to their camp and alert whoever's in there.
Well, I don't think we'll be able to take on I'm going to assume that the kobolds are going to be a little bit weaker than the goblins, since From the etchings on the outside, it seems like the goblins have staked their claim here for quite some time, but I'm not
They
sure.
might have
We're
friends.
one man short now, and we barely made it out of the goblin fight alive.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to, hush the guys behind me, and say,
yeah, all this kind of talking is done in character. You guys realize that?
Ring.
Yeah,
We're like
I'm
30 or 40 feet away.
I'm assuming we're very close to each other, so we're talking lowly.
yeah, I'm gonna, yeah, but I just meant I'm gonna shush you guys and say that I see a tripwire in front of me. So depending on what it might trip, if maybe we could go around the corner and try to set it off.
I feel like it would be set up to punish people coming around the corner.
Yeah, but so the tripwire is like there. So it wouldn't hit if we were all like where you guys are now. I doubt it would. Well, yeah, I agree. Okay, we should just avoid the tripwire then.
Well, perhaps we could. I can't see the layout of the area, but perhaps we can move somewhere else and set it off at range with a shuriken or something, and maybe they might come to investigate, and then we could perhaps maybe capture them. Maybe learn something about what we're about to get into here.
Yeah. Okay. So
And see if they come to
Yeah.
investigate.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
You guys are gonna head back around the corner.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go up there.
We could head towards that light, a little dim, or
yeah,
I can't see.
All the lights in here are very low, even for me.
Okay. So once these guys get behind me, I'll throw my shuriken at that tripwire.
I'm just gonna go over here because I can't.
Okay. Well, you throw the tripwire you throw your shuriken at this tripwire, and the tripwire snaps. You hear it snap. Your shuriken returns to you, and you hear a clanging noise of metal, like pots or pans or something like that, that fall from the ceiling and hit the ground. No one can see exactly what's happening down the hallway.
We hear it, right?
You hear the tripwire. You hear the tripwire go off in the pots again.
Okay.
I can see. Yeah, I think so. I'll tell the group. One of them went back, presumably to warn everyone. The other one is coming towards us.
Let's
That makes it
grab
easier.
him.
We should try and grab him.
Yeah. Is he still moving or?
You hear you hear a call out in the line. Everybody except Solgar. You're the only one who speaks Draconic, correct?
Correct.
Well, he calls out in Draconic and says, hang on, I'll whisper to you.
The kobold speaks Draconic.
They're related to dragons.
Really?
You guys
Yeah,
would
they're a
have
lizard
known
light
if you
race.
succeeded on your knowledge checks.
They're pretty short, though, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, they're smaller than dragons by a bit.
Yeah.
As everyone hears the voice, whatever, Solgar speaks kind of in a hushed tone. Guys, they know who we are. Apparently their shaman wants to speak with us. What do you think we should do?
I think we should definitely do that.
Yes, we should try to convince them to leave, or I mean, there's nothing else. I suppose maybe if they'll join us, but I don't really see how that's going to happen.
Like, compared to our last shuriken-based negotiation strategy,
Alright, so Solgar would nod his head. Not that everyone could see him, but whatever, it's just natural for him to do that. And he calls out, "Very well. We don't mean anything aggressively. That sounds fine."
Can we turn the light back on then?
yeah, let's do that.
Oh, great and powerful. There you go.
I can see.
So are we?
So everyone else already head forward. Okay, yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Solgar would, show himself and be like, "Hey, I'm a dragon guy. You're like a dragon guy."
Whoop. Do they react to the rest of us at all?
They
Or the
know.
guy that's
They
there?
know we're a pack, so.
So the guy that's there doesn't have it. Like they know exactly who we are. I'm seeing if that guy right there would react to any of us going around the corner. Or should I roll for that?
I don't think Jared's talking. We can't hear him.
Hello?
Okay,
No,
Hello?
gotcha.
Okay, there's no action. You can't tell specifically if he knows you or anything like that, but he doesn't react to the rest of you guys up here.
So he just stands there.
And I'm having roll 20 issues yet again. Yeah. So he's gonna lead you. He's gonna say in Draconic to Solgar. He's gonna say, "Follow me. I will take you to the camp."
Take me to your leader.
He'd look over his shoulder and say, "He's gonna escort us."
Okay. Well,
Alright, I suppose there's nothing else.
Okay.
Hopefully we
Now,
can
once
trust
my
him.
roll 20 loads up again, I will get cracking.
Um,
Okay. So, still loading. Do you actually want me to physically take you through the cave, or do you want me to just port you there?
if something significant is gonna happen,
I'll just basically go through so we know the layout.
yeah,
personally.
I would too.
Okay, doke. Once my page loads, I will gladly do that for you. Gladly. If that ever happens. Which it might not. Come on, my God. So, how's the weather? Yes.
I have a storm.
would you be alright with me taking 5 minutes to run downstairs and
Yeah, hurry.
it's my cat time for my cat's medication again.
Go.
Okay, I'll be right back.
You guys can follow. So okay, we'll just wait. Okay.
So smart. I was getting scared there for a second. The majority of players when they play Vice, they expect EX tackle on wake up, but I don't see people do that. I usually like show how
Actually, I'll be right back. I'm back now.
Okay.
With the cat.
Are we waiting on someone?
We're waiting on John. I was talking about continuing, but no one was following him. I was going to continue
Oh.
it out when he was going to catch up once he got back, but you guys seem to want to wait for him.
Oh, I didn't.
Well,
see
I
him
didn't know if he was going to be able to.
But by
find
now
us.
it makes sense just to wait. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we're going to continue. Just 1 minute. Okay. So he says he asks you guys. He asks in Draconic for you guys to follow.
I'll ask. Do you speak Common?
He doesn't seem to understand.
I guess there's your answer.
Okay, hold on, guys. Lagging again. Motherfucker.
One of my personal favorites. I'm assuming yours as well. Back in the old 98 days.
He's not stopping. I'm having issues.
Roll 20s being silly.
It's retarded, yes. Well,
So can we just continue down into this cave or no?
No, hang on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was trying to fix the dynamic lighting in the next room because it's all messed up. But unless it's a really big issue, I don't know how it looks on your end. But he turns around and says, "Halt!" in Draconic.
I relay that. Everyone stop.
He goes forward and goes into this tent right here. And a second later, comes back out, accompanied by a kobold that everybody else seems to respect. He seems to command the authority and respect of the other kobolds. He walks up, and he begins to speak in common. He says,
"Greetings, O great warriors. You have vanquished our enemy, and at long last we are victorious."
Victorious in what?
Against the goblins, of course.
Is there something special with this mine?
A long time ago, a dwarf, a group of dwarfs came in here and brought our tribe here. It was me and a few others, 50 years ago, and he gave us a key. He gave me a key and said that when the time was right, and when we had learned to make peace and learn to overcome our nature, we would be allowed access to riches and a mine that would make us rich and powerful. He said that he gave another key to a goblin tribe, and that when we were able to work out our differences and get past our nature, that we would be able to work together to get to this mine.
That doesn't seem like you were victorious at all.
That dwarf was without honor. That dwarf was stupid. He finally beaten these goblins.
So you attempted to take the key with force after his... And that's the source of this conflict.
We were not alone. They attacked us as well.
So neither of you could keep your promise.
We promised nothing.
Well, it doesn't sound like you won. It sounds like we won for you. Or you're just a beneficiary of this whole thing.
Well, I don't know if they're a beneficiary of anything. We have the other key.
I don't know that we needed to say that. Out loud.
I believe they already knew if they knew of us.
Yeah, they knew of us, and I mean, regardless, I said it out loud, so...
We have our own needs at this place, and we have something you desire. Perhaps we can work out some sort of agreement.
I am listening.
Out of character. What? Let me. I want to go over again. What? Because I wasn't here for the conversation. What precisely did we promise the Suns?
Base and this has a base, and if there's any minerals, the minerals within it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to be able to do anything for these kobolds because they're not going to just leave. So right now, I think, I mean, my understanding is that we're just trying to maneuver into a position where we can.
This is all out of character, yeah.
Yeah. This is, I mean, as far as I can tell, the only thing that we can do right now is try to. Is we're going to have to take these kobolds out, or at least, cause them to flee.
Well, I just wanted to make sure of what exactly we promised the Suns before I continued.
Yeah.
So I wasn't 100% certain. I'll say to him that the reason we're here, all we require is the space. If you allow us to use this area for our purposes, we'll help you open the door and allow you to receive the riches that you've wanted for so long.
And you will let us keep these?
I can't understand you through that voice changer.
I think he said you will let us keep these. I think. I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I said, yes.
Sorry, that voice changer's a little hard to understand.
I just, I'll say that I'm not sure if there's any way if we can do that, if we're going to be working for the Suns. They seem pretty reluctant to work with us, so I think we're going to need everything within here to get them to be willing to work with us.
But
You can always work with the Suns also.
Yeah, but they also don't know about that dwarven that extra area or whatever it was, the dwarven door that's opened.
No, that's exactly what they're looking for.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't
So they have the one key. So the dwarves gave keys to the goblins and the kobolds and said, when you guys work together, you'll have...
No. I mean, the Suns don't know about the dwarven door.
Oh. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I want what's in there.
Well, perhaps there's enough room in there for these guys, and then we can use this space for the Suns.
I'll say out loud. I'll say there is probably only two options. One option, you pledge to fight as a resistance for us against the king of this land, or we let you leave here with your life without taking any of the goods. We already saw that the goblins had bested you for the most part of the last few decades on the outside of the wall, so we need everything that's within here for the resistance. And if you want to become part of the resistance, that might be able to be arranged, but it will be part of a greater good, not just for your tribe.
Your tribe will benefit in a big way.
Yeah, I would want to add that these, if you become part of our resistance and these treasures are taken to be used
you'll have access to goods from the surface.
Whatever's in there.
I'll roll a dip check right now.
Go for diplomacy.
30.
He says, "You look tired. You do not seem to be. Seems like you have been drained from the goblins, and you are asking me to give up everything that I have that we have fought for decades.
Not so much give up, just become part of a greater good. And
We
not
answer
just...
to no one.
Well, here's the thing, right? So we have the key, and we can leave with it.
I mean, to me, it seems like that if we can come to an agreement to where you will help with the resistance and you will receive part of whatever comes from that.
What does helping the resistance entail?
Well, you will you will receive more protection from a group called the Sons if you decide to join, and there's a possibility of when the king decides to attack and start taking over stuff, he's not going to let your tribe live at all. Anyone who's not subservient to him is going to die.
Yeah, and well, you also want to tell him what, I think he wants to know what they would have to do under the Suns, which would just be I guess mining.
Help mine this area.
Yeah, help mine, maybe scout.
Help keep this area. Basically, you would be protecting this area just as you have been, but you would also have at least a portion of or at least a partial access to whatever's in that door, and you'd be able to,
as well as access to goods from the surface, if the Suns happen to bring them down.
Sorry, I wasn't done. I got interrupted.
Go ahead.
I've lost my train of thought. Never mind. Keep going with what you were saying.
Well, the Suns have access to, goods that are traded in cities and towns, and they could presumably bring things that their tribe doesn't, generally get their hands on.
So there's plenty of benefits for you in this arrangement, and all you would have to do is help them protect this area as you have been for your own purposes, and maybe help with whatever mining or whatever sort of operation they want to run out of here. Likely for the reasons.
He says, I must speak with my tribe, and turns around and starts talking in Draconic to everybody over here.
I want to try to hear.
Perception check. They're whispering. That's not high enough.
Cool.
Who is the key, by the way?
Corbin, I think.
Yeah, I think I have it.
They're still talking and conversing. The general mood does not seem to be going in your favor.
Yeah, so I'll turn around and sort of whisper to the rest of the group, listen, one way or another, we're going to have to kill these kobolds. Frankly, because the Suns would never work with someone with such a dangerous ally.
Are you positive they wouldn't work with us? Or with the kobolds?
We don't know that.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, I don't know that for sure, but I think that chances are pretty great. They're so warlike they couldn't even, they refused after decades to agree with the goblins long enough to share a horde. They preferred to just kill each other for generations instead.
Then I'd say what I said in OC. At the very least, we can go along with this and if they send a small party with us to open the door, we can take the key from them, and rather than fighting everybody here. So that would be the preferred outcome if we have to fight them.
Right. But, I mean, right now we're wasting time as they get closer and closer to deciding that they won't go with us either.
Well, then, if we must fight, then we must fight, but we should at least play this out.
So does it still seem like... So what exactly is happening? I'm assuming
It's-
that the shaman's kind of sitting up front and they're all like getting rowdy or something like that at the
Yeah,
suggestion
he's
of
trying
them
to
working
calm
with
them
us?
down, but it doesn't seem to be working.
I'll kind of
Is-
whisper to Corvin. I'll say, I think you're right. If we get the jump on them right now, like they don't seem to want to work with us at all.
Let's see what happens. So they seem to be like the shaman. Is the shaman trying to convince them, and they're not going for it, or like what is it? What does it seem?
Well, I mean that's basically the gist of what you understand is happening. You can't.
I don't understand the language, obviously, but like
Correct.
from body language, what would I be able to tell? Just from the body language of how they're like looking at each other.
Maybe that would be an insight check.
Insight
Oh,
check.
should I insight? Okay. How do I do that? Is that
Roll an insight check.
Oh, right. That's a skill. Okay. How's that?
Yeah, from what you can discern, the other kobolds are not willing to go along with this with the shaman's plan. They're less intelligent. They're more they're stupider, and they don't see the value of this. They just
Maybe we
focus
could. Sorry, you can
does-
continue. I'll just whisper this to Sorgar. I'll say, well, I don't speak what they're speaking, but you might be able to turn the crowd against him. It seems like they're not happy with him being so weak.
Well,
Okay, yeah.
Well, does Iganak tell me what he just found out from his insight?
Yeah, sure. I'd probably whisper that they seemed the shaman seems to be on our side, but the rest seem to not want to follow that course.
So I'm gonna turn to the group and go, I'm gonna try something a little crazy. I think I can scare them into listening to their leader. So, if it's cool, Solgar's gonna approach not too closely, but like about here, and he's gonna clear his throat, and in Draconic he'll yell at the minions, "You all need to learn your place. Listen to your leader."
intimidation.
Oh, kill me, dude. Come on. That's a 16. I rolled a 3.
Hold on, I might have something. Let me just double check.
That's for a diplomacy check, not an intimidation check.
Oh, it is. Okay.
3? Are you shitting me?
He says, they say, the shaman turns and looks at, walks up, he turns and looks at, Solregar, and he says, I am sorry, but we have made a decision.
And Corvin looses his shuriken.
And I was going to say,
Can you hear what he says first before you fucking hit him?
You can understand Draconic.
You don't know what he said, Corvin.
Oh, right. Okay, fine. I won't
Yeah.
release it just yet.
Solgar has his arms crossed over his chest and like looks down at the shaman. It's like nods his head. And
The music just changed. I think that's your answer.
Yeah, when he says I'm not, I'm sorry, but...
So should we?
Oh, I guess we're fighting.
See, god damn it.
Well, at least it seems like there's a lot less of them than the goblins. The goblins, it was the crossbowmen that were just a pain in the ass.
Alright, well, then
Nice.
did he say that in Draconic?
You said that in Draconic.
Okay. Well, let's see.
I'm assuming body
rolls.
language, they're getting good. I'm
Yeah, they're
assuming by
starting
body
to tense
language,
up and
they
yeah.
tense up and pull out their weapons.
Wait,
Plus, plus they're all way faster than us, and we'll probably notice when they attack the Dragonborn.
You mean when they kill me in round 1 because there's no other target?
Yeah, it's looking like it.
Oh, hey, there you go. I got
I got a 22, so I can get you out of there.
Yeah, moment of escape for the win.
Is that everybody? Did everybody roll?
Yeah, only 3 people will attack you. Well, depending on the pikeman. I've got a 7. What does he have? The pikeman that rolled 22. He's got a 4, so I'll go before him.
Okay, so hang on a second. I don't think the scripts are working.
I mean, he almost died last time too. He lived, so I don't think it'll be that bad.
You can't, like, go into battles and be like, it's okay if he almost dies. It's kind of what he does. Like, that shouldn't be his thing, okay?
Well, isn't it like the barbarian thing, irrationally running into problems?
Yeah, but he wasn't expecting him to fight. He was trying to, like, solve it, you know, other shit. Apparently, violence is the answer to everything. He's learning.
Well, yeah, when it comes to kobolds.
Yeah, they're not even as smart as goblins. I'll say that out loud.
They know take candle, yeah.
Oh my god.
That's a good start.
Hit.
18 damage. The attack deals 2 extra damage per square the kobold has shifted since the start of its turn.
Cheater.
Cheater. What? How's that cheating? It's cool.
It's cheating because I said so.
Oh, can you put me on top of the wild mage in the initiative? Yeah.
Why? What's your bonus to initiative?
8.
Okay, fine. I'll
Have you
do it.
taken a rest since the last fight at all?
A short rest.
Short
Short
rest,
rest.
yeah.
So I haven't. That grants an EP, yeah? You gotta
Yeah, I guess it's been 2 fights since.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I already used mine when I had 1 only, so I would have reset anyway.
No, you don't reset. That's a extended rest. Extended rest. You don't have
okay,
you don't have an
so
action
game
point. You
one,
action
okay.
point. You action pointed during the worm fight.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I thought the
that's been 2
goblin-
fights since.
The goblin and worm fight were the hobgoblin fight, and then the worm fight were 2, and then before that we had the snake and 2 goblins, and then the spider fight before
Yeah,
that.
so
that's
the
2.
worm would have actually given you guys another action point.
Okay.
Gotta
cool.
come up with a better way to track that. Okay. Anyway,
Just wanted to
he's
make sure.
going to do.
Oh, wait, fuck. I missed my thing I wanted to do on the first guy's turn, because I was thinking
Well,
about
it's
shit.
too late
I
now.
know. But that guy moved, right? The hunter?
Yeah. Why?
As he moves, hold on.
Do you have, like, dragon breath or something, by the way?
Dragon fear is his thing.
So I'm gonna go with the
Fine,
flow
fine.
as he shifts. I'm gonna shift back 3 and gain combat advantage against him, and then he can do whatever. It doesn't like stop his attacking. Continue.
Is it?
Is that a
you
free
should-
action?
Is it a
Yeah,
reaction
it's an
or
immediate.
what?
It's immediate reaction to a target moving.
Yeah.
You should put that in.
Yeah, it was made like 10 seconds before we started.
Yeah,
Okay.
So were mine. Mine were.
Well,
So he just like sees the guy moving, goes, "Oh fuck, they're coming!" Like,
they're coming, man. They're coming for me. Okay, so he's gonna hit. He's gonna throw a pot at you.
A pot?
pod.
A pod?
Oh,
Or-
a pod.
Pot.
As the pot flies towards Solgar, he just sidesteps and he's like, "What? Did you just throw a pot?"
They're literally throwing
17
everything in the
reflex
kitchen
is.
sink.
That's a miss.
Okay.
So he just sidesteps and he's like, "Did you just throw a pot?"
Who throws a shoe?
Honestly.
Miss.
Minor action, there's no damage. He shifts 1 square.
Shifty. Yeah, it's a hit, so 16.
That's 16 damage.
He's getting wrecked, it's not even his fault this time.
Well, I mean,
Okay. I'll do Revitalizing Incantation on Sorgar. So Surge plus temporary hit points equal to Surge.
So I get a surge plus the 10 HP equaling the surge as well?
Yeah.
Oh, dicks. That's like a bunch of health. Okay, cool.
Sorry, yeah, you go.
Okay, I was just gonna do Staggering Note on that guy pinged on.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's a miss.
It's a hit.
No, okay, so 5 thunder damage and Sword can make a basic melee attack.
I knew it was gonna happen. I was so ready for it.
Why are you awful in this game?
You
Alright.
fall. You drop your weapon.
Does anyone want me to slide them 5 squares?
Can you slide prones? Cause yes, if so.
Isn't his weapon still on the floor?
Listen.
Yeah, if I move you away from your weapon, they might be able to steal it or something.
Okay, then fine. Move me.
I'd laugh if the kobold stole your weapon and ran at you with it.
So nobody
He's got
wants
an
me
extra
to
spear.
slide them 5 squares?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
People are like, eh.
Alright, that's it then.
Wait, what about sliding?
I can
think
slide
you-
you 5 squares.
I think
let
it'd be
me-
best to fight here to just funnel them.
Well,
might actually
it seems
go
like they
for
might have. It depends on if they have range attacks or not.
Well, we can pick off the ranged attackers.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I guess never mind.
Alright, then I'll end my turn.
Okay. He's gonna use warding strike.
Uh-huh.
So 25 attack. Actually, that'd be a 27 attack.
Oh,
Yes,
And-
it's 18 and a push. Okay, I remember that.
And, well, 19. Oh, no, yeah, sorry. never
Attack,
mind.
not
That's
damage.
attack.
Yeah,
not
sorry.
damage.
Okay, alright.
So everybody jump down his throat about it.
Take it easy, people.
That kind of helped
Move
him.
action to get up, minor to pick up his fucking spear. Whoop whoop. Alright, well, since I can't do much else, time to retaliate on some asses.
Yeah, you go to town on those asses.
Stab him in the asses.
7 asses. I'm gonna use, I don't know, hold on. Okay. I'm just gonna use a regular standing howling strike.
Well, at least a hit.
Oh, by the way, my target was the pikeman who just hit me. He's retaliating. I don't know if that would...
So who's he attacking? Which one?
The pikeman that just hit him. He's retaliating against him. Spear versus spear.
Okay.
And it's gonna be his turn.
I'm gonna go there.
do you have any bombs, by the way?
No. I wouldn't be close enough to use the move if I was.
Shame.
Yeah, give me just a second. I want to decide what I want to do. I'm going to use Warweaver's Tether on Soroto. The way it targets him, but I make an attack from his spot against the main mage guy there.
Okay, so what are you using?
Warweaver's Tether. Hold on, I just want to make sure. I haven't used this before, so I'm just making sure of everything it does. Okay, so what happens is, here, I'll roll it. What happens is I put a thing on Solregar that lets me teleport to him if he's within a certain range of me as a move action. That just happens. That's the effect. Then I get to make an attack. Right now I get to make an attack from his position. The range of it is my ranged weapons range.
Can you hit the power?
Yeah, well, it's gonna roll some stuff, so I want to tell you the target before I do that. So I'm targeting, the attack is targeted on the wild mage guy.
Okay.
In the middle. Do it, please. Okay. Oh, that's not versus reflex. I don't know why it's doing that. That's versus AC. I hope it's rolling it correctly.
Okay. So it's target one ally, and then that's the okay.
It should have a 13 attack bonus, and I rolled a 2. Yeah, okay, it is calculating it correctly. But that's versus AC. I fixed the macro.
Okay, so then it's a total of 2 squares. Push. So it's it's a
Does that miss?
AC. 15 AC is the miss.
Okay, well, half damage, so 7 damage. And I push it 2 squares. So I'm gonna push it to here.
Okay.
And let's see. Do you want me to heal you, Sparta? Or are you good for right now?
Well, they got 3 attacks coming up before I tank moves, and I'm still at the front. So.
All right. I'll give you a curative admixture.
Was that Surge plus 5?
Surge plus 5. And that'll be it for me. Well, the lag is pretty strong. Okay, there it goes.
Okay. Sorry, I was not anticipating that that push. I just have to change something around. Okay. So Corvin will he hurls the mimic again at that square.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't put in a thing that lets me ask how many times. So that's for that top left one. That's for top right. That's for middle right.
bottom.
Alright, so no one gets hit, I assume.
Correct. That's unfortunate.
Yep, that is too bad. And I will distance shuriken the wild mage. So 29 versus AC, and since he hasn't moved yet, I get sneak attack. So 15 damage.
This one's on who?
That was on the wild mage.
Okay.
So let's see. That was minor, standard. I will move. Yeah,
Anything that.
I just wanted to go right there.
Okay. So I don't know why it's all the way over there, but he is going to do. He's gonna go here. He's gonna go here. And this is sort of a complicated macro, so I don't know if it's going to display right. If it doesn't, we'll have to work from there. Yes, it does. It works perfectly. Okay, well that first, so...
It's called miss.
No, I don't know why it's called miss. See, like I said, it was pretty bad. So it's called wild, it's called wild magic.
On who? Sorry.
Why the hell it says names? This is against Ceroto. Okay, so there it should be fixed now. Okay, so so then it's a 2. So he shot a frostbolt at you. You take 12 cold damage and you're immobilized. Save ends.
You need to shrug it off. Well, tried. Go on.
And then that's it. Should I add the immobilization icon? This is against Corbin.
Yeah, that's it.
There was no shift this turn, so you just take 15 damage.
13. Oh, what?
It's a
So
crit.
why is it? Oh, okay. Gotcha.
This is a double move. Your turn, Scabbard.
I assume that's all legit.
Yeah.
Okay, so top left, bottom left, right.
Okay. Top left is a miss. Bottom left is a miss. Bottom right is a hit.
So it's 16 force. And he's marked. And I will mark the... Oh, I can't reach that far. I'll mark the one on my left. That's... there.
Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. He was gonna do Fleet Fate to shift 3 squares. 23 AC is a miss.
Yes, it is.
On who was that? Sorry.
That was on our friend the Warforged.
Oh, I thought you meant a 23 missed on one of these guys.
That's fun. Okay. Okay. He's gonna use that. I don't know why he doesn't have that. That's right here. He's gonna have to move first.
Whoa, what is that? Sorry.
This guy moved up here and then used exploding pot right here.
Yeah, that hits me at least.
So who's...
That's the first one is on Dorian. The second one is on Iganak. Third one's on Cerrito. The attack rolls aren't. Hang on.
Miss.
Miss.
Okay.
Is that save ends?
It's
or
dazed until the end of the guy's next turn. So next time this guy takes his turn, Cody, you won't be dazed anymore.
Okay.
I should add the dazed icon.
Daze is the one with like the racked head or whatever.
Yeah, I think so. There's a page on the wiki. And then he's gonna do a shift here and attack Corbin. 21 AC, Corbin.
Yeah, that's a hit.
I'm gonna do my immediate interrupt. To stop that attack from happening.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Can I go ahead? I don't know what other rest of there it goes. 18 versus Will is a hit.
Okay, then I'm gonna move him. Have him attack the guy that's marked next to me.
The wild.
You can't.
mage is
You
in
have to move him
range.
5 squares.
Oh, I have to.
Yeah,
Alright.
that wild mage in the back.
Yeah, then he's gonna hit the wild mage.
Okay. Well, then the wild mage takes 16 damage. You fool! Okay, well, he's going to shift here and attack with combat advantage. So 24 AC.
On who?
You.
Miss.
Okay.
I'm gonna heal myself. Doesn't look like anyone else is ready. Then I'm gonna slide to right there.
Okay, if you're heal. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. I'm wrong. You're right. Oh.
And I guess that's all I can do.
Okay. Okay.